Hey, yeah, the mic working. Yeah, the mic working. I don't even need this AirPod. I'm glad to be here, bro. I'm glad to see y'all. And we gonna make this real quick. This is gonna be like a little 10-minute vid. But I did peep. And I'm not just making this because I peep, but I did peep, bro. Yeah, I found that, that mental health checkup a lot more, useful than the other videos. And I feel that. Because on my own time, I'd rather look at a video that's helping me in some type of way. And if the reaction video not helping you cook because it's not distracting you the right way, but the motivation is because it's helping you get into the right mindset. I gotta peep that. I do. If I wanna help y'all, you feel me? If I wanna make content for y'all who I'm making the content for, so I can't just disregard that. Right now is the time for me to tell y'all, yo, keep putting in that work. I've been doing it a lot recently. I've been seeing a lot of people putting in work that don't get their flowers. I can't give everybody their flowers, but I could give quite a lot of people their flowers. You feel me? And I've been doing that. I'm not gonna go out my way to tell you to go, you feel me, go out your way to go ahead and give somebody else their flowers. You see how that's a whole bunch? That's a whole bunch. That's a whole bunch, bro. I'm not gonna tell you to do it. I'm gonna do it. And I'm not gonna do it for the world. It's other people just like me out there that put people up because they see the work that's being put in. Not because they think they got some type of authority to tell somebody they winning or some shit like that. More so like, hey, these glasses be hurting and shit, so I'm gonna put these bitches down here. But like I said, bro, hey man, you feel me? Just keep doing your thing. You feel me? Keep doing your thing, cause at the end of the day, for you, I'm not talking about the rest of the world right now. I'm talking about the person listening. For you the one that matter at the end of the day. Not on some like completely selfish shit. You can't be selfish, but you gotta be a little selfish. But that's not even what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, bro, people out there, they let their ideas go. You feel me? And they let that type of shit, they let it fly, bro, and they don't take control of the wheel. They don't take control of the reins. They just let life guide them. But the few of you that know that you supposed to be controlling your life, that's who I'm talking to for real. That's who's supposed to get it. That's the only people who's gonna get it, bro. And I know that. The people that's willing to put in that work for whatever it is. It's people fighting addictions. It's people trying to, create a business. It's people simply trying to get out of a struggle they're in. We all gotta find our way out and shit. And yeah, bro, if I peep that you guys need a little push, need a little, need some flowers for you to smell and think of and say, hey, I could go forward. I could go forward because I made it here. And I didn't even need these flowers to keep going forward. It kind of just reminded me. Don't be the type to get flowers and now you crashing out because some other shit. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. People be getting their flowers and then they crash out because they feel like, who are you to tell me that I'm doing good? Man, if you don't shut up and take that compliment, bro. If you don't just take the damn compliment and go on about your day and keep growing and shit, you're going to go ahead and, end up where you didn't want to be. You could have been up and now you just out and about. Right? Yeah, I can't have the saved community feeling like y'all don't got nowhere to go, and y'all not going nowhere. You are, and you do have somewhere to go, and you are going somewhere. Why you think you on this video right now? Anybody listening to this shit right now, you already know type shit. You already know why you here. You already know why you're making the decisions you're making to make sure that you're not in the same spaces you was last year. I said this shit the other video, and I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. You know for sure you're not just gonna be the same person next year. And you know that, right? You know that. But for some reason, you don't do all the shit that you could do to make sure that you change the way you want to. It's gonna be shit that happens in your life regardless. But you can put that change there. For example, if I want to create a YouTube channel, right? Let's say I want to create another one. Let's say I want to have another YouTube channel, and what I want to do with that is find out, having another YouTube channel, maybe posting different content, broaden out the audience, and see if it worked. If I want to do that, bro, I gotta put in a step or two to even start, and I'm gonna have to put in a few steps to finish type shit. So if I want to go ahead and make a new YouTube account, I'm gonna make that new Gmail. Hold on. I make that new Gmail. Probably would have already thought about what I'm gonna be posting, but that is a factor, Either you already thought about it or you have to. But that's a factor. You know what I mean? That's a factor. You can't let go of that. In general though, stop going on these apps and looking for a way out of your situation. Because more often than not, we know exactly what we have to do to get to where we need to, but we don't do it. We let every thought come past and let us do everything else before that shit. And then it's too late. Now it's time to sleep. Now it's time to go chill. Now it's time to go do some shit. Right? When you really had the time to do what you had to, and you didn't. You can act like it's not an everyday thing. You can act like, it's just certain days where you just do shit, and then certain days where you can't. I can't speak for everybody. I know there are definitely people in that predicament where they genuinely don't have any alone time, any me time, where they can do shit that, helps them day to day. There's people that live in those situations. But most of the people that ever come across this video is not going to be in a situation like that. And if you is, this video is really putting light on that shit. Because what am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that most of the time you're not immediately prepared or even motivated to go ahead and put an extra amount of work or put in an extra hour into your workout or some shit like that, knowing that it can help you. You might have hella ideas, but like the motivation aspect or the part of you that gets up and goes is just no power, bro. It's not powered up. It's not ready. And you can't do anything. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you, bro, you gotta snap out of that shit. Like, you just gotta snap out of that. Because, you're the one that's gonna make the change anyway. So you can't be, if you're trapped in that predicament, bro, it's gonna be way harder to get out of that battle. Because that war, for real, like, it's more of a war. It's a bigger battle than the little shit you just fought. And it'll be harder to win that battle if you're not even focused on the little shit. If you're not even think about it at all. Especially when you understand that it's not random. It's not random. This little shit happens every day and it knocks you out of course. And you think that shit is it just happens. You gotta build tolerance for shit. You gotta build, a way to get away from shit. But I'm not gonna drag it for too long, because then y'all gonna lose the plot and shit. Y'all gonna just lose the plot, stop understanding. I just want y'all to know that. Me sitting in this room, right? This room didn't come out of nowhere. Me and this channel didn't come out of nowhere. This PC didn't come out of nowhere. These glasses didn't come out of nowhere. You feel me? Everything has its origin, and so do you. You might not be at your origin. You might have already left it, but you came from somewhere, and your next few steps is gonna come from somewhere. And if you don't got that somewhere, gang, you gotta get that somewhere. You gotta build that motivation for yourself, even if it's just for that day. Cause you should know motivation not shit, but just a part of the equation added in for you to do some shit. When it really should just be you. You know, and discipline. If you wanna know, and if you don't already know, bro, you should be focusing on disciplining yourself more than motivating yourself. Cause it's like teaching somebody how to fish and giving them fish, bro. That dedication, that discipline, bro, will give you motivation. It'll give you all the motivation you need. If you're disciplined, bro, motivation will never give you more motivation. A lot of the time, motivation takes away your motivation. Because we in a day and age where it's like, I know you're just using trend words. I know you don't know half of the shit you're saying. Or we might think that, bro, we in the world we live in. What are the odds? Everyone just really, everyone really cares about what they're saying to the extent of, they're going to be so truthful and care about your health and care about how you feel during a conversation. We live in a different world than that right there, type shit. For someone to just assume that's how they'll be dealt with. You gotta grow. You feel me? You gotta be strong against all the shit coming against you. But if you don't already think that, it'd be kind of hard, wouldn't it? It'd be kind of hard to get into that mindset if you don't already believe you're built for anything. You're built for this shit. That's probably why hella people believe God not gonna send you a challenge that you can't accomplish. You feel me? Something that you can't handle. I don't know where that ideology come from. You feel me? I really don't. Cause that's probably, if you were to come across, to come to somebody who don't believe in religion and tell them that right there, that God will never give you a challenge you can't. They're not believing that shit. That's probably the hardest thing to believe, that God will never give you a challenge you can't accomplish. But I don't just believe it, but on a scientific standpoint, and like a possibility standpoint, bro, I'm in this room, right, because I can handle this room, so to speak. So that's kind of where it comes from. Like, if you end up in a specific situation, you can handle that. Because it's like, a fish would never come into air and just handle that like nothing, right? Just like you would never go into the water and just handle it. But there's certain shit that we literally could just handle, bro. And you won't wake up in the middle of the ocean one day. Most of us, right? Most of us. Type shit. Hey, bro, it's been 14 minutes and I'm gonna cut this shit short because I'm not about to stretch this. But, bro, if it's fuck everything else I said, bro, what's up? Hey. Hey, stop tripping on the YouTuber you watching. He always walk out. He always gotta go do this, and the third. No, I don't always gotta do shit, bro. I can see y'all capping in the comments right now. I can see that shit. That being said, I'm out. And I'm gonna edit the end of it. I was supposed to say I'm out right now. But you feel me? We dragged it on for a little bit. I might just keep this in for content. It's not content type shit. But like, you know what's good? You know what's good? Meditate. You feel me? Everybody that's still here while I walked out, play the video back if you didn't meditate. Because you're supposed to build a habit. If I go walk out real quick, if your entertainment stops real quick, pause, right? Pause. And just stay your eyes closed. Nothing happens when your eyes closed. Don't start acting like it. You can't see anything, right? If you start seeing shit, that's where the meditation starts, right? You start stopping the seeing bullshit. Stop seeing bullshit when you close your eyes. That's meditation. You feel me? That's the clarity that we're fighting for. Peace out, gang. Peace out, bro.